Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the home mentoring session of accountancy. Myself, CSK Khanna from the SD Vidya School, Ambala Kent. Dear students, we had started a new lesson of subsidiary books under the topic of books of original entry. Here we had already done what the cash book is there, how cash book is prepared, what the petty cash book is, how it is to be prepared, what the impress system of petty cash book is there. Dear students, in this lesson, we will learn about some other subsidiary books apart from the cash book as well as the petty cash book which we have already learned. Dear students, understand that in order to record all the cash transactions and the bank transactions, we had learned how to prepare the cash book with the cash and bank column. We had also learned how to prepare the petty cash book in which we record those transactions which involve the small amount of expenses. In this current topic of book subsidiary books, we will learn how the other subsidiary books is to be prepared. First of all, we must know what the other subsidiary books includes. Other subsidiary books include purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, that is return outward book, or sales return book, that is the return inward book. Then very important, bills receivable book, bills payable book, and a very important journal which is called the journal proper. Now, how these different subsidiary books are prepared, please note down that there are certain common rules to prepare purchase book, sales book, purchase return or return outward book, or sales return or return inwards book. There are common rules which you have to understand to prepare these four important type of the books. Rules will remain same even you prepare the purchase book, you prepare sales book, you prepare return inwards book, that is sales return book, or you prepare return outward or the purchase return book. Now what those rules are there? First of all, note down that these books will record only the credit transactions. These books will record only credit transaction because all the cash transactions, all the bank related transactions we had already recorded in the cash book. So these books will record only those transactions which are of credit nature. क्रेडिट नेचर मीन्स जो उधार के ट्रांजेक्शन्स हैं उन ट्रांजेक्शन्स को हमने इन बुक्स में लिखना है. सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट दीज बुक्स विल रिकॉर्ड only those purchases, sales, purchase return and the sales return transaction in which the business is a regular dealer. What it means? For example, if you are preparing sales book of say any stationers, now when you are preparing the sales book of any stationer and you will come across a transaction that machinery sold or furniture sold, please understand this transaction will not be recorded in this book because this is not relating to the regular transactions or as per the nature of the business. Now the nature of the business is that he is a stationer and selling the stationery item. So the sale of machinery, sale of furniture will not be recorded in this. It will be recorded in the journal proper, or if it is also involved the cash, it will also be recorded in the cash book. So please understand two basic principles. First, that these books will record only the credit transactions. Second, these books will record only those transactions in which the business is a regular dealer. Third, if there is any trade discount is given or received, that would also be shown here. Please understand, if there is any trade discount is received or given, that must be shown here by way of deduction. Simultaneously, if there is any CGST, SGST or IGST, that should also be shown in the books very clearly. Understand? Very important third point, that if there is any trade discount, that should be deducted, that should be shown in the books of account. Simultaneously, if there is any GST with reference to the CGST, SGST, IGST, that should also be shown in the books of account very clearly. Now, how these books are to be prepared, we will understand with the help of one numerical. Now, one set of the subsidiary books is like this, and other is the journal proper. Journal proper, here you understand that we have to record the journal entries. Now question arises, which journal entries to be recorded in this? Journal proper will record all those entries which are not recorded in any other book. For example, in the purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return book, we record those credit transactions. Like I had given you the example that furniture sold or building purchase, these will not be recorded in those books. These transactions will be recorded in the journal proper. So it is important to understand that journal proper will record those transactions which does not find place in any of the other book. For example, opening entry will be recorded there, transfer entry will be recorded there, adjustment entry to be recorded there. So those transactions whose journal entry will not be recorded in any of the other book, these will be recorded in the journal proper. So I hope you would understood that what the basic rules and principles there to prepare the subsidiary books as well as how to prepare the journal proper. Once again, journal proper is like journal, but it records those transactions, journal entry which were not recorded in any of the other previous books. Now in my next video, I would continue with the numerical regarding the preparation of the subsidiary book. Please carry on.